Hello, today I will be talking about how to make pulao, chili chicken fry, and chicken legs fried or roasted or broiled chicken legs in a jiffy. Now, sometimes I don't feel like cooking, and this is day before's meal. I was feeling a little tired and a little under the weather, so I wanted to finish cooking fast, but I wanted to make chili chicken because I wanted to show the kids if this was what my elder one wants on his birthday, which is in 5 days. So they told me they like the food very much, but this is not what they really want on his birthday. So let's start with the first recipe, and that's pulao. Here I've taken oil and I've added mustard seeds, cumin seeds, and nigella seeds, along with cut garlic, cinnamon, and cloves. After that, I chopped up quite a bit of cilantro leaves and added the already washed rice and cilantro leaves to the sauteed garlic. And you saute this rice till it comes a little, you start getting a good aroma. It's very important to saute the rice because otherwise it tends to get sticky. At this point of time, how much of a rice you've taken. That is, if you've taken 2 cups of rice, take 4 cups of water and keep to boil. Like you see in this snap, I am continuously stirring the rice after every 2 minutes to get it nicely, roasted so that it doesn't stick to each other grains. And then you boil water. If you've taken 2 cups of rice, boil 3 and 3/4 cups of water. Add it at that point and keep it for cooking. You don't need to really do anything else. Just let it sit. And when the rice is just about cooked, you put the gas off, keep it covered, and it cooks beautifully in its own steam, and it doesn't stick to each other. The grains don't stick to each other, and by the time it's time to serve, you have a beautiful pulao in your hand. This is very fast food, and this was the kind of food I used to cook when I was working, and I used to come back home tired and cook as fast as possible. The second dish I made that day was chili chicken fry. Started off as chili chicken fry, but then I realized I don't have enough. Um, I don't have capsicum and soy sauce, so it became, some kind of country version of chili chicken, and I made it like a cilantro chicken fry. So for this, I've taken 500 grams of chicken breast, washed it, and kept it aside. Uh, Taken a pan. I always cook in stainless steel as much as possible. I do not use non-stick or any other pans. This I feel is the best. So you heat the pan really well and add a bit of salt to the pan when it's nice and hot, and add the oil so that nothing that you're going to be frying in that pan sticks to the bottom of the pan. So once you do that, I added the chicken pieces, the boneless pieces, and started sauteing it. Then I added three you know spices that I always use. That is chili kind. Call it chili powder, pepper powder, and turmeric. I use it in the proportion of 2:2:1. That is, I use less of pepper powder as compared to chili and turmeric, because if you use a lot of pepper powder, the thing tends to whatever you're cooking tends to burn a bit, get that burnt smell. Again, now when I was cooking this, the pan in which I was cooking the leg pieces, there was a little bit of lack of space there, so I took one leg piece from there and fried it with the boneless pieces. After which, at this point, I put the leg piece back in the other pan. At this point, when it becomes really crisp, I switch off I turn off the fire, and I add chopped onions, garlic, and because I didn't have capsicum and others, I add capsicum and green chilies, but since I didn't have that, I added the chopped cilantro leaves at this point of time. This is the only piece of chicken I eat, that is boneless breast. Otherwise, whether it's legs or wings or any other piece, I don't eat. So this is the point where if you're making chili chicken fry, you add the chopped onions, chopped capsicum, chopped green chilies, saute it for 2 to 3 minutes, and then turn off the fire so that the onions are slightly crisp in your when you're eating, and so are the capsicum and the green chilies. Green chilies are only for flavor, and it doesn't really add to the spice because you're not chopping it fine. You cut it in big chunks and you put it in. So this is how I make chili chicken in a jiffy. And at this point of time, since I didn't have other ingredients like soy sauce and etc., I added the cilantro and sauteed it for some time and took it off the fire. So that was that. Again, you can keep changing how you do it. Some people deep fry the chicken pieces with a coating of refined flour, and to the flour they add the spices, but I don't like that. I like the chicken which is a little crisp. When my younger one tasted this crisp pieces of chicken, he said it's dry, but then by the time you add the onion and the other ingredients to the chicken fry, it gets back to being a moist, crisp outside. I'm sorry, a crisp outside on the piece, and when you bite into it, it's nice and moist. So it becomes really, really tasty. Again, it gets done in very little time. So if you're tired and want to cook something interesting, this is what I do. The last dish I made day before was those chicken legs. Again, I was trying to find out whether what my elder child would like to have on his birthday as a meal, as a special meal. Since we are basically vegetarian now and we eat non-veg only rarely, thanks to doctor's recommendations, I thought I will shallow fry the chicken legs, but they were not at all. They liked the food very much, but they were like, no, this is not what we want. We want the proper KFC chicken, which is batter dipped and deep fried chicken. So I said, okay, I'll do that for your birthday. But on this day, I took the chicken pieces, took the pan, warmed up, brought it to a level where it was really hot, put some salt, sprinkled a bit of salt on the bottom of the pan, poured the amount of oil that I needed, and then I just placed the chicken legs into the pan. At this point, I put the lid on because otherwise it splutters a lot. After it's fried a bit, I put I add all the spices, that is like 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of pepper powder, and 1.5 or 2 teaspoons of turmeric powder. That is it. The other no, spice I added was whole cinnamon, whole stick of cinnamon, and 2 to 3 cloves. So that was the only thing I added to take out that chickeny aroma that could be there. Other than that, there's nothing in this. It gets done really fast. It's finger food also when they're watching something or they're having a party. So this is, and it keeps for long. So it's a very easy thing to make. If when I deep fried chicken, it becomes a bit of a mess. Even here, like if every time I open the pan to add spices, etc., chicken does keep spluttering. I think I would have to make mix into the chicken flesh so that it doesn't splutter so much next time. So after a non-veg meal, I usually have something very hot to drink. A habit I picked up from watching, videos about Chinese food, etc. So that day, again, since my throat is still not very well set, I made black coffee, and after a nice hearty meal of pulao and chicken fry, black coffee was what I ended my meal with. This is typical South Indian coffee, which has a bit of chicory in it. It's not just plain old coffee that you get. This is the different Malu version. Thank you.